Hi, this is our second part for the live session with Eugene Sokransky. Hi, Eugene, again.
Hi, Martin.
Actually, Eugene just showed us around in the new structure plugin, and now we wanted to look at a plugin that is way longer available already, which is the JIRA client, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so what is the JIRA client? Just without showing any screens, what does it do?
Okay, the basic idea of JIRA client is, as you can guess from the name, that it's a desktop client for JIRA.
Mm-hmm.
It is, one second, sorry.
Do you want me to show the screen? No. Okay, so yeah.
It basically, okay, the most important probably feature, at least in the beginning, was that it gives you an opportunity to work with your issues offline. You download them to your computer, and even if you don't have the connection, they're stored in your local database and you can work with them. And then later, when the connection appears, you can synchronize all your changes and get your changes into the server and get the latest changes from the server to your local database. But in our experience, even users who have perfect internet connection often prefer to use your client because of its UI. The most important part of the UI, I believe, is the ability to create queries and thus see particular sets of issues in your client, which is quite convenient in most cases. You can see the screen, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So there are a few basic elements on the screen. You have this navigation area on the left, where you have all your queries and your connections. You can add more than one connection. In fact, if you're working with 2 or 3 JIRA servers, you can add them all here, and we have them all in one place. And to see the issues, you create queries. So let me show you how it happens, so it will be just easier to understand. I just choose create a new query, and let's say I want to see issues in the project Mars Colony, which are resolved as fixed or won't fix.
Actually, I have someone screaming here. I'm just telling that from his capital letters, and translated he'd say, this thing always crashes.
Oh, really?
Is that something that you'd actually he wrote, this is a cool tool, but it always crashes.
You mean in general? JIRA client?
I don't know. It wasn't a real question, so I don't know if he wants an answer on that. But it's a Java client, right? It's a Java client that you run on your computer. You can do that on any type of operating system, correct?
Yeah, this is correct. You can run it on Mac or on Linux. And well, if it crashes,
yeah,
please write us, because normally it doesn't. At least we use it as our main tool every day, and we can't complain. And
yeah, actually, I know him. Maybe just send us an email and we'll forward it to Eugene, and he'll try to find out. We'll need much more information than that, like which operating system do you have, like how many issues did you synchronize. I had I was in contact with Igor once when we used that, and I had synchronized like 25,000 issues, and he said, oh, that's maybe not such a good idea because you have all this in your local database. And I had a very weak computer, so actually my computer wasn't a problem of the software, but it was rather my MacBook Air had only like 2 gigabytes of RAM, and so then he gave me the recommendation to limit the issues to maybe 200 or something that I really needed, and then everything worked fine. So this is
sorry. This is true, but yeah, the easiest workaround you can have is just to download only the issues that you need, that you work with, and you can create a query on the top level which will limit, I don't know, the issues to some particular projects and to some particular dates. But the good news is that this is true that we have this problem with memory. The good news is that the latest version we are working on at the moment, it will solve, hopefully, finally, this problem. Do you see my browser?
Yeah, I can.
Right?
There's the new JIRA client.
If you go to our webpage, you can see, we've released the alpha version for JIRA Client 3.0. It's already available and it might have some issues, but we are fixing them and releasing patches continuously. It has a few new new features. But the most important one is the completely rewritten backend, which solves the problem of big JIRA servers with many issues. Right now, we're using a different database structure, which allows you to work with really big servers without consuming a lot of memory. So if some of you had this kind of problem, please try the new version and let us know if it's getting better. We have some positive feedback, and we have not finished we're working on improving the performance, and there are some things still to be done. So this version does not have, it does not use this new database to the full potential, but we're working on that. And this year we expect to release the official version and subsequent releases with even more improvements.
Okay, cool. And I also see that I can use JIRA Client until August if I'm joining the beta, correct?
Yeah, this is correct. If you are not using JIRA Client already, then you can use the early access license, which is works until August 1, 2012.
Okay, Eugene, as I'm a bit tight in my schedule here, let's try to sum up what JIRA Client is, and I'll try to give you a suggestion, and then you can add what you think is missing. So JIRA Client is very interesting and important for you as a user, as a JIRA user, if you're planning a trip on the train or on the plane, somewhere where you're kind of moving fast, like traveling, but you don't have steady contact to the web, or maybe you're abroad in another country and web connection is very expensive for you. So the JIRA Client helps you to kind of download the data from your JIRA instance, alter that on the go, and as soon as you have a decent, let's say, wireless connection again, you can sync with JIRA again and just exchange with your online server. Make sure that you get all the new things that your colleagues created since you were away, and that you can put back what you created or changed in the train. And this has been my utmost and most important use case with JIRA Client. Actually, if you want to have my suggestion, if you're traveling a lot, JIRA Client is a really cool helper. You shouldn't expect it to be JIRA. It's just a software that downloads your data and gives you like a basic options to alter that. They'll have the fields, they'll have a lot of customizations that you do, but it's not JIRA actually. You don't have a green hopper in there, and basically it's for if you want to go through a whole long list of issues and alter them, make sure that they are up to date, that you want to maybe add a comment, then JIRA Client is the perfect tool for that on the train. Eugene, you add.
Always correct. That's definitely the most important aspect, I think. Apart from that, we also have some useful tools. We can track your time as you work in your client. You can. We even have our tool for a backlog. You can create if you are not using, for example, Greenhopper, but you want to keep a backlog of ordered issues, you can create a custom field in JIRA and use it through JIRA Client. You can set to use it as a rank, and there are also some useful UI features. Like you can, for example, do bulk changes to issues by drag and dropping them. For example, you want to change the priority of a few issues to blocker, and you just drag and drop them to the query here in the navigation area, and the priority will be changed.
Cool.
So, in fact, UI right now allows you to do pretty much everything you can do in JIRA. Some things obviously in a slightly different way, but I guess there are not that many limitations.
Is that JIRA 3.0 already?
No, I was not ready. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
This is the previous version, and I just used it for some.
Okay, only showing stable stuff.
3.0 it looks more or less the same, but there are some new features which are quite useful. But the general idea is the same.
Okay, so Eugene, thank you very much for being with us here today and showing the structure plugin and the JIRA client. Really appreciate that. And say hello to Igor and your team, and let's hope that a lot of German JIRA users will adopt your tools.
Let's hope so. Thanks very much for your time. Okay, 1 second. I just wanted to, in case someone wants to see the contact information.
Okay, yeah. Show that to us. So it's Eugene Sakransky, the knowledge keeper.
Or we can just always go to our website.
So whenever Igor, whenever Igor forgets something, he'll go to the knowledge keeper and get it back. And so if you want to contact Eugene, send him an email or go to his website. And actually, you can always contact us if you want. However, we hope you'll stay in touch. Thanks, Eugene.
Thank you very much.